Hello friends, what is up? Jessica here. Welcome back to my channel. And this vlog is week 3 of Camp NaNoWriMo. Alright, so I'm just going to start doing weekly vlogs because that's just going to be easier. This week, again, is going to be a full-on transition week of me getting back on a new routine, working nights and in a different department. So, yesterday was Monday. I didn't write at all. I did do a little bit of planning and prepping in my notebook at work, but that's about it. I came home and I passed out because yesterday I had been up. By the time I got off work and I got home, I was up for a good 27 hours and I can't do that shit anymore. I was so tired. So I definitely knocked out once I got home, and then after I picked up Kyler, I had to take another couple hour nap just because it was just a day. I was so tired, but I am happier. I'm excited. I love the department I'm in. I love the people that I work with. So that's a good thing. That's a plus. I'm trying out this headband thing, just because I want to wear my hair up. I mean, I do have beanies that have the hole cut out, but I don't want to wear a beanie to work tonight. So I'm going to try this out. Plus it has these little buttons for my mask because we still have to wear masks at my work. But anyways, an update. I created a For the Words account today and I started to transfer over some of my manuscript into the app. I think it's cool. I mean, I love games. I've never really been a full-on video game person, but this seemed fun. I also wanted another like cloud-based program besides Google Docs to have a copy of my book on. Basically, I do use Google Docs. I use Scrivener, I use Google Docs. I'm going to use For the Words now, and then I'm also going to start, once I get ink for my printer, printing out the manuscript as well. So every time I complete a scene, I'm going to print it out just so that I have multiple copies in different places. I feel like I don't want to put it all into one, have something happen to that program, and I lose all of this work. So yeah, yes, I plan it out in this. I have it on the boards, but the actual writing, the time that it's taken, I'd rather not lose all that work. So, plus, I don't know, I thought this would be fun just to try it out. So, because I'm new, I got 1 month for free. I'm looking at it right now. That's, and then Camp Nano, there was a code to get another month for free. So I'm good for 2 months just to test it out. Anyway, so I copied scenes 1, 2, 3, and 4 into it today. And I'm doing the copy and paste thing for now. And then this thing is kind of itchy. Oh, I'm going to take it off. But whenever I actually am fully caught up, then I will actively start writing in it too. I do like that you can kind of have basically writing sprints in it. That's how you defeat monsters and get the things that you need to complete your quests. So I thought that was really cool because I'm constantly looking through through YouTube to see if there's sprints and stuff, but sometimes I just don't want to have to watch a video to sprint, and I don't know, I just don't want to use my boring old timer either. So we'll see. I have it for free for 2 months. We'll see if I continue on. I am going to I'm going to be done with copying it over for now for the day. I think I'll do like up to 4 a day, maybe 5. Really, it's not going to take that long. I just need to sit down and do it. But I have an hour until I have to finish getting ready for work. So I'm going to take this time and keep writing. I am still on scene. Oh man, what scene am I even on? I'm still on scene 18, which is section 8.3. So section 8, part 3 of the fun and games. I believe I'm halfway through. Yeah, because it's not full. I haven't copied it into Google Docs yet. So every scene that I complete in Scrivener, I copy it into Google Docs. That way, I just have it somewhere else, and then I'll start copying it into For the Words as well. Right? I don't know. I know that seems repetitive and pointless, but it'll ease my mind. But okay, when I first created it, I just went through the process and I realized I created a male character for my avatar and it won't let me change it. So it's fine. I'm gonna set a writing goal though. Let's say by the end of this month, I want to hit 50,000 words because that's my Camp Nano goal. Save new goal. All right. So, yeah. As of this, I only have just under 7,000, but really I have just over 30,000. I just haven't copied it all yet. I don't know. I'm like, there's just so much. I'm falling behind, and I think that's what's getting to me. Because if you look at the top, right here, it shows that 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now I have to add 20 to it because it's really taking me that long to get to it and actually write it. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to writing. I'm not gonna play with the For the Words anymore. My goal right now is to finish scene 18 because I have 958 words into it and I'm almost there. But I feel like there's gonna be, all my scenes do still keep getting pushed forward and forward. So we'll see. We will see. I think I'm overthinking all the analytics of it when I just need to write the damn story. Just get it out. Like, it's progressing. It's doing really well. Like, I'm doing really well with the book. It's coming along fantastically. I need to stop thinking of it analytically and more of just a writer and then a reader. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm just going to write. I'm going to obviously keep going the way I'm going. And if I have to add a scene, I have to add a scene. If I end up having to take away scenes, then you know what? I need to take away the scenes. Me outlining it and prepping the chapter or the scenes isn't set in stone. This isn't the final draft. And I have to remember that. Hi, hello. It is now Sunday, April 24th. I have not vlogged anything except for one day, and I think that was on Tuesday. I also have not written or brainstormed or done any of that since Tuesday. So most of that's going to be done today. Yeah. All right. So as you would have seen, I wrote on Tuesday, but I think I only wrote like just under 500 words. I did manage to finish scene 18, which was section 8, part 3. This morning, I didn't film it. I kind of just wanted to get back into writing. So this morning I did start and I finished writing, if it'll come up, scene 19, which is still part of the fun and games section of Save the Cat. So all of this is still section 8. But I finally just sat down, wrote it. So scene 19, it ended up being 1,933 words. I'm about to start scene 20. So scene 20 is fun and games 8.5. And the fun and games section has 12 scenes in it. So I still have a lot to do. My goal by the end of this week was to finish Act 2 completely, but that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to sit down unless a miracle happens. We'll see where the rest of the day takes us. I do have to leave in about 2 hours to go pick up Kyler, but in the last hour I managed to write a scene that was almost 2,000. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to knock out another scene in the next 2 hours, because I do, with this next scene, I do need to go through and kind of write out what memories that I want to highlight, because she's going through the memories of when she was 1 year to 2 years old, and this is when magic got introduced into her life. So I need to take more time and kind of highlight specific scenes that kind of set the tone of how her future is going to be. And yes, and I want to do it in the best way possible. I know this is still draft 1, but if I can at least build the foundation of the memories, then in future drafts it'll be easier to build up from that foundation. So I'm gonna write. Today is really supposed to be the last day of this vlog, and then I will start a new one tomorrow. I did know that this last week was gonna be a struggle bus because of me switching into my new schedule. And let me tell you, it was struggle bus express central. Like I could barely function after work, to be honest. It was like I had all the energy of the world during work, and then after work I would sleep my 4.5 hours, wake up, and then the rest of the day I kind of just spent time with Kyler, mostly watched TV. Honestly, yesterday I could have gotten a lot done, but I slowly cleaned half of the house. I still have the other half, which the other half is mostly just me putting clean clothes away. And then I have to clean the bathroom out. But I kind of, so many people talk about K-dramas, right, on Netflix, and they're like, yeah, this is what I'm watching, I'm sucked into it. And I'm just like, should I try it? Well, spoiler alert, I did. I started Love Alarm, and I finished all of season 1, and then I forced myself to stop before I started season 2. I'm addicted, so I'm gonna try out the other ones. These I know there are ones where the subtitles are in English and they're speaking Korean. I'm not ready for those ones yet, just because I kind of wanted to turn off my brain last night after the week. Like, it was a great week, don't get me wrong, it was a great week for work, not writing wise, but like it was a great week with me transitioning back into my old job. So I kind of just self-care self-care is important. And this is still just Camp Nano. And I have, as of right now, I have, it's loading, just a sec, 32,552 words written in just this month alone. I think that's great. Holy crap, that's a shit ton. Like, I only really pay attention to the scene by scenes. I don't actually, like, I mean, I write it out here, but I guess it never really actually, like, fully hit me in the face. Whew. That's awesome. That is, I mean, I'm doing great. I just set myself up for almost failure by wanting to finish this first draft and have about 100,000 words. So, you know, that's my fault. But I'm still, when I think about it, I'm still going to be able to meet my goal of finishing all 5 of these first drafts of the first 5 books by the end of the year. It just so happens that I started it with Camp Nano and my goal was automatically 2 scenes a day and fuck the rest of it. Like, pretty, like, I went all in. It was all or nothing when I haven't written in years. So that's my fault. But the progress that I have made, I'm still really proud of. It is the 24th day of April. So technically the 24th day of Camp Nano, and I've written a full 19 scenes. So I'm only technically 5 scenes behind if I were to switch it to 1 scene a day. And I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm gonna quit yapping. I'm gonna get to writing, and then I will check back in when I have more of an update, and then go from there. My goal was to finish Act 2. We'll see how far I can get into it, but I don't think it's gonna be done. At least not today. Unless I write later after I pick up Kyler, but really I just want to spend time with Kyler. So we'll see. I'll check back in when I have more of an update, which I already said, but it's fine. Okay, bye. I'm only 319 words into this scene, but I'm really hungry. It is almost 3:30 now, and I have not eaten anything today. I mean, granted, I did sleep in until about 10, but still, from 10 to 3:30, all I've had was coffee, so I need to eat something. I just threw a couple of these in the air fryer. It's just lightly breaded turkey cutlets. They're not really, it's not really turkey. It's made out of plants. I don't know. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna heat this up in the air fryer, switch to ice water, take a break from coffee for right now, and then keep writing. So yeah, again, I only got 319 words in. I'm just at the beginning of the scene where we're kind of transitioning, because again, the fun and games section, it alternates. So it alternates from where Anna's at and then where her brother Hayden is at. So, but basically, where we start off where Anna's at, she goes through all her shit that she's going through, and then the next scene, which will be the next chapter, it goes to where Hayden is at, and it shows all the stuff that he's going through, because in the fun and games section, Anna's in a coma, but in the coma, she's also in her mind going through some shit, like doing what she needs to do so she can come back to the outside world. But no one knows what she's going through. They just know from the outside world that she's in a coma, and it's a magic induced coma, so they have no idea what the repercussions could be if they try to wake her. So Hayden was sent to the island, right? And so he's doing research. As he's doing the research, not only does he find out, hey, don't flip and wake up Anna, you'll kill her, but they find out more of their powers and what the guardianship means and things like that. So it's really important. Who the F is outside? I forgot where I left off. My neighbors scared the crap out of me. They're all outside. It's fine. They're doing whatever they want to do. yeah, so it just keeps going back and forth between Anna and Hayden. And right now in this scene, I'm in Anna. Next scene is where magic gets introduced to her. And so I have to, again, make sure I'm pulling out and highlighting specific ones that have to do with the future, and that affect how the direction the book's gonna go. So that's where I'm at right now in this scene. She's kind of just waking up from her night's sleep, which is a whole new thing. Like, that's just weird to me, but it's a part that kind of, she needs to rest in between these, right? Like, even though she's in her mind, she also has to rest her mind, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna check my food. I'm gonna keep eating. I'm gonna eat my food when it's done, and then I'll keep writing. When I was brainstorming the memories, I realized that there was a part that I needed to go back and add to scene 18. And so I added that. Now that scene sits at 1,574 words. I only added 122 words, but it was significant enough that I needed to highlight that memory. But because it was before she turned 2, it had to be in this specific scene and not the current scene that I'm writing. I'm at 406 words now for scene 20. So I'm gonna keep writing. I'm slowly writing, and I'm also still watching Love Alarm. So I have about 45 minutes before I have to leave. So I would say about 30 minutes before I actually have to get ready to leave, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us after that. I will check back in one more time before I leave to go get Kyler, just to update you on my word count. So I'm like slowly getting into the groove of writing again after a week of not really writing. And I am happy and excited. I'm also towards the end of this notebook. Even though I've set up the next notebook, I'm actually really sad. So it's like I'm also kind of avoiding writing on the last 5 pages. Well, 10 if you count front and back. I don't know. But once I'm done with this scene, I'm going to have to. So after I finish writing scene 20, I do need to go through and create the daily setup again, where I write out the characters, the setting, the short summary, goals, anything else I would like to add or comment on for that scene. For the next few, I am behind on outlining book 2. I think the last time I outlined... so the last time I outlined book 2 was the section 8, part 2 and 3 out of 12. So I think what I need to do is go through and do another couple as well after I finish writing out this scene, because right now I kind of want it to be where it lines up. So I am finishing 8.4 and 8.5. So I need to outline 8.4 and 8.5 for book 2. That way, by the time I'm at the very end of book 1, all of book 2 will be outlined, even though I know I'm going to have to go over it all over again and just verify that that's how I want it to go. Because I'm kind of stuck. And most of it kind of depends on how I decide to end book 1. So at least I have a general idea. Better than nothing, right? So, okay, back to writing. About 30 minutes. I've got this. I probably wrote maybe like 300 more words. Scene 20 is now sitting at 678. I'm not gonna lie, I did keep getting distracted by the show. I really just need to turn it off, but I'm gonna go get ready to leave. I had a package come in, just a journal. I'm in the middle of an interesting memory. This is actually her first real memory of magic, and it's also the first memory or like the first moment when her parents realize just how special she is, like her and her brother and their family lines. So it's a very crucial part of the storyline. I just need to get Alexis now telling me that I have a package. I already grabbed it. But it's a very crucial part of the series. This is that moment where they're like, holy crap, is this real? Like, is this happening? Is this is the path that we are now having to go on? So it's kind of that moment that sets everything into motion. So it's in that moment when she's reliving this memory that she realizes that this is the moment that changes their entire lives as they know it. It is no longer a simple thing. It's no longer like, yes, they were held in a higher regard because of what her brother is, but now that they have two of them in the family, this prophecy is now going to be coming true. And yeah, this is where things start to get interesting. By the time she's done with going through the memories, she'll learn why she had to go into hiding, why her memories were erased or altered. But in this moment, she's like, holy shit, this is real. Like, this is what's happening. So yeah, anyways, I need to put on shoes, a sweatshirt, probably put my hair up. I don't know, but I'm gonna go get Kyler. I will see you guys later. Change of plans. We are not meeting until 6 because he just called. So that gives me about 30 more minutes. I paused Love Alarm because I finished the first episode of season 2. I am not gonna start the second season or the second episode. I'm gonna press home. I'm gonna just ignore it. I'm gonna get through this. I have probably a good, like, I would say not 30. I'm like halfway through this scene. I could finish it. I can do this. I got this. Do I? Yeah. Okay. All right. So scene 20 is done. It's on the shorter side. It's just over 1,000 words. It's sitting at 1,149. Just because, so I stopped it because I didn't want to get into the memories of after she had turned 3, because that's where she learns the why her memories were erased. I'm going to have that be in scene 22. So now I'm going to just update my writer's notebook and then kind of work in it and outline the next 2 scenes for book 2, as well as plan out the next few scenes of book 1. I'm going to take a break from the screen. My eyes are starting to hurt. I still need to make an eye appointment for myself, but I've been avoiding it. I really don't want to. Mainly because we still have to wear masks at work, and I don't want to. Having glasses and wearing a mask is a pain in the butt. But anyways, I'm sorry. This vlog is going to be so random. Just all the random things. It's fine. But anyways, I'm going to continue. I have about 15 minutes, so if anything, I'll probably just set up the pages and then return back to it later. Because now that I'm picking Kyler up later, I'm gonna be making dinner a lot later as well. I have to figure out what we are having for dinner. Okay. I'll be back. Remember when I was like, oh, I only have 9 more scenes to do for Act 2? Wrong. I have 9 more scenes to do for the first half of Act 2, of basically Act 2A. I still have all of Act 2B to do. So I don't know how I'm going to finish this whole ass draft by the end of this month. it's not possible because I have all of Act 3, which is 14 scenes, all of Act 2B, which is 14 scenes. So there's 28 right there, plus the 9 that I still have to do for this one. So that's 37 scenes that I have to come up with. And 37 scenes times whatever my word count is. Well, to put it in perspective, I'm just under 35,000 words. The goal for this draft is 100,000 words. So that would mean I would need to write 65,000 words in a week. In a week. 1 week. To be done with this draft. I'm not doing that to myself. So I'm going to write what I can today. End this vlog. And then in the next vlog, you guys will see how far I actually got through on draft 1. So, you know. I mean, I would be impressed. I would be highly impressed with myself. I would be like, did I just do that? I'd be really proud of myself if I did finish the first draft by next Saturday. But it's not. It's just, my brain just exploded when I realized that fact. Because I was looking at this, my word count tracker for each scene. And then I realized that I had 2 colors here because it's 2 different acts. So, you know, that's my life right now. That's how, like, that's just my brain. You know what? My brain is doing its own thing, you know, per usual. So, all right. Yeah, because I'm at 33,823 words with 20 scenes. My head just exploded. Like, just the thought of that. I'm way behind. Like, so much more behind than I originally thought I was. Do I want to cry? Yes. Am I so proud of myself? Yes. It's a very conflicting emotional state that I'm in right now. So, I'm going to go. I'll check back in later. Okay. Okay, so I was editing this video. It's quite long. I'm probably going to cut out like half of it, but I'm just going to end the video here only because I'm not going to be actively writing any more scenes tonight. I'm going to be doing the full pages in my notebook to prepare myself for the week at least. But today in total, I ended up writing 3,204 words, and now my first draft is sitting at 33,823 words by the end of week 3. And I think that is fantastic. It's not where I wanted to be originally, but it's still, progress is progress, and that is quite a bit of progress for someone who hasn't written in a few years. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it was like extra rambly, extra random, bits and pieces, barely any writing, but it was an okay week writing wise. This next week I hope will be better. So stay tuned for that in a week. Bye guys.